and New Jersey does not tolerate criminal actions without penalties.
All right, in addition to the jail time, Ravi is on probation for 3 years. The judge says that Ravi must perform 300 hours of community service, pay almost $12,000 in fines, and attend alternative lifestyle counseling. So again, many of you are weighing in on this, just some social media out there. Facebook, 10 years was too long, but 30 days, that's almost a joke. Here's a comment from Twitter. Fair enough, anything more would have been harsh. So let's bring in Greg Gianforcaro, an attorney, to get his take on this sentence. Greg, 30 days, your thoughts?
Shocking. And maybe even that is an understatement. I mean, I have represented thousands of criminal clients in over 2 decades, and I have never seen anything like this.
Why shocking? You've never seen anything like that. Fill us in just on a legal history.
Not a problem. Dharun Ravi was charged and convicted of numerous second and third degree charges. Now, the way it works is for a third degree charge, the range is 3 to 5 years. For a second degree, the range is 5 to 10 years. Now, if you can convince a judge that what's called the mitigating factors outweigh the aggravating factors, in other words, the good outweighs the bad, then you can go down a degree. But even if he was, remember, he was convicted of numerous second-degree charges. So even if you go down a degree, the range is 3 to 5 years of state prison. But what this judge did was he jumped Dharun Ravi down 2 degrees to as if he committed a 4th-degree crime. And for that, that changes the whole perspective of the sentencing. So instead of prison time, he's looking at minimal time. Mm-hmm. But I will say the message could have been sent with far more time than just 30 days.
Got it. What factors do you think the judge looked at that would where we would end up with this 30-day sentence?
Well, I think one of the factors was the fact of the possibility that harsher time might have impacted Dharun Ravi's ability to stay in the United States. I mean, here, whether you like what he did or not, or support or don't support, the fact remains this young man, the defendant, Dharun Ravi, has basically lived his entire life in the United States. He knows no other place. And a conviction and a sentence of state prison would have very seriously impacted his ability to stay in the United States. And I think the judge sent that message when he said that he was recommending as part of his sentence that Dharun Ravi not be deported.
Mm-hmm. His attorney, Steve Altman, said, hey, as he was talking to the judge today, said, don't treat this like a murder case. Don't sentence him as if he's responsible for Tyler Clementi's suicide. Was that, do you think the judge heard that, and how much does that argument play in here?
I think it plays into it a great deal. I think there were things that Steve Altman did, and he's a very, very good attorney. But there were things that Steve Altman did and things that Steve Altman said, which I basically disagreed with. However, you cannot argue with the results. I mean, 30 days, like a lot of your listeners are saying, mm-hmm. is basically a slap on the wrist.
Did the prosecution, Julia McClure, she was very passionate once again as she was pleading with the court that there were certain mandates out there. And this is what you were saying at the beginning, that basically this should have been set, that he should have spent a certain amount of time. Did she leave a stone unturned here in her arguments?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I just think the judge essentially disagreed with the circumstances and felt that overall, despite the fact that everything that she said was correct, that the case did not warrant Dharun Ravi doing any state prison time whatsoever.
Okay. Hey, Greg, thanks again for your expertise here. Greg Gianforcaro, an attorney, calling this sentence shocking. Again, we're getting your feedback on this as well. Here's Sabrina on